Hello and welcome to Pursuit of Perfect System. In this video we're going to be doing another Ultra HD 4K Blu-ray review, and in this one it's going to be Fast and Furious 8. Now this may be the 8th movie in a very long and successful series of Fast and Furious movies, but it's our first Fast and Furious Ultra HD disc, and it also has Dolby Vision encoded. Whoop, whoop. But I actually don't have Dolby Vision. So if you don't have Dolby Vision, or even if you don't have HDR, or if you do, is it any good? As always, this video will be spoiler free. It's a review concentrating more on the picture quality and sound quality of Ultra HD disc. And if you stick around to the end of the video, I'll give you a run through of the system that we use to review the disc. So we'll start just a quick few comments on the movie quality. Fast and Furious movies have always been a bit of a guilty pleasure of mine. I've enjoyed some of them more than others, but overall as a series, they are light-hearted and very enjoyable movies. This is the first movie without the character Brian, played by Paul Walker, who was sadly killed in a tragic car accident. And that character is definitely missed from the dynamic of the movie, but they've tried to compensate for that by bringing in a lot of the cast from the former 7 movies, and that does do a very good job, and some of those work really well, and they add like a different kind of tone and stuff to the movie, which is quite light-hearted and very enjoyable. I'm here to talk about the picture and sound quality, and I'm happy to report I wasn't disappointed on either front. The Ultra HD picture quality is very clean and very sharp, very colourful, very colourful in fact, especially the early few scenes. And overall, the UHD Blu-ray is a very clean, clear and crisp and quality picture. Halfway-ish through the movie, I sat there thinking to myself, I wonder how much better this is from the Blu-ray. So I actually tested the two out, put on the Blu-ray, put on the UHD, put on the Blu-ray, put on the UHD. And for those still watching Blu-rays, the actual Blu-ray quality of this movie is fantastic. Very clean and very sharp, just like the Ultra HD. However, when you do compare one to the other, even without HDR, even without Dolby Vision, the Ultra HD disc is just more colourful, it's more rich, it's more saturated. The Blu-ray looks a little bit flat by comparison, and the Ultra HD is just a little bit more special. Now I can only imagine how much better it gets if you're watching on a Dolby Vision display, but even without that, UHD is still clearly an improvement over the Blu-ray. Moving on to sound quality. Now I feel the Fast and Furious movie series on Blu-ray have always had very strong sound quality, and that is carried on in number 8. We get a DTS HD Master Audio 7.1 audio track. Without A being all of them, it's difficult, but I would go as far as to say this is definitely the most refined of the soundtracks. It's very punchy, very dynamic, but also crisp, with none of that sometimes grr and nasty bass that we can get sometimes in movies. Yeah, I'm pleased to report the sound quality, the soundtrack, all the sound effects are all absolutely stellar in this Ultra HD Blu-ray. Now I want to make a particular mention of the vocal for the movie. Now everything in this movie, from Vin Diesel's kind of husky, gruff voice right the way through to Charlize Theron's very clean and sexy and sultry voice, is easy to listen to, easy to understand. There's a few funny accents used in the movie as well. They're all come out perfectly well, mixed in with the different layers of the soundtrack and the music and stuff that accompanies it, all absolutely first class. Overall, I really enjoyed the movie, I really enjoyed the visuals, I really enjoyed the sound. There's some average parts in there in places, movie-wise, picture-wise. Overall, it's a fantastic disc and clearly an improvement on a normal Blu-ray. Now, just before I make a recommendation as to whether I feel you should buy this disc, I want to make a special mention of a cast member for the movie, and it's actually a chap called Christopher Yuju, which most of you will know as Tormund from Game of Thrones. I think it's lovely to see some of the characters from those big TV series making it into blockbuster type movie. His character is the source of the only plot hole I could find in this movie. That is because he is a recognised character, and I think they recognised him from the wrong thing. He's quite clearly recognised from Game of Thrones. So should you buy it, this Ultra HD Blu-ray? Well, it's a very easy yes if you want Dolby Vision content, and it's a very easy yes if you're a fan of the Fast and Furious movies. Now, if you're toying between buying the Blu-ray and the Ultra HD Blu-ray, I would say yes, buy the Ultra HD Blu-ray, because that small increase in price is definitely worth it, because the performance improvement's definitely there. Now, overall, I wouldn't go as far as to say this is a reference quality disc, but it's a very good quality disc, one you wouldn't mind putting on for friends if you want to show off your system. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Make sure to smash that like button, as they say, if you do. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and visit the website for other similar content to this. Go to the YouTube channel for HiFi, Home Cinema, UHD Blu Ray reviews. And as I mentioned before, stick around to the end and I'll give you a rundown of the system we used to review the movie. See you soon. Hey then, the system we are using to review this Ultra HD Blu-ray is a 100-inch Seymour AV 235:1 basic scope ratio projector screen. And as we reveal the system behind it, the power is coming via the AudioQuest Niagara 7000. That is basically a power conditioner which is in for review at the moment, and that is back being powered from the brand new AudioQuest Thunder power cable coming from obviously off our main, individual dedicated electrical circuit. Then we have the Oppo 203 UHD Blu Ray Player, which feeds into the Arcam AVR 850 AV receiver, which we're using to power our center speaker and our rear channels. Then we have the Mark Levinson number 585, which is in its home theater bypass mode, which is being used to power the KEF reference 3 speakers. We've got the two subwoofers, which are SVS SB13 Ultra subwoofers crossed over at 120 Hertz. Different sets of cables within the system. We've got some products from AudioQuest. We've got their Oak speaker cables. We've got an NRG power cable from them. The rest of the system is wired up with our usual cables, which are XLO. We've got a room, dedicated room, pitch black cinema room for the best picture quality. We've got lots and lots of acoustic treatments in the room from GRK Acoustics. We're currently using a Sony VW500 4K projector. It's a very good system in a very good room. Hope you enjoy the video. Please come back for more.